today. From Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
We've got clear skies and brisk temperatures. You know what that is? That's perfect fall football weather here at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes: can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes going to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Travis Kelce.
The numbers for Travis Kelce last week: 5 catches, 53 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. They'll have a tough time.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He's tackled at the 30.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does, and in practice it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victor.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The ball carrier.
Chris Jones on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Running is Jacobs. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. A handoff as they run the counter play. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Completion here to Claypool. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line. Gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. You might want to take that course. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive guy,
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Steelers 7.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. field. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the...
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw here. Slant to Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Adams. A gain of 11. Brings up second and 4 at the 44-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 35. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
On the pickup, it's second and inches at the 16-yard line.
Flushed out right. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now here's Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Their mobile quarterback. 27 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on the passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And that makes it 14-10. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now.
31-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he'll try and run it. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43.
A gain of 15.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. His feet, what he's been able to do individually running the ball, it's kind of kept him in this game.
No doubt about it, because if he's not making the plays that we've seen, they are really getting blown out in this one.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come?
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
To number 10,
Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Steps away to his left. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jacobs now. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. A quick slant to Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
A gain of 15.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Harrison.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That'll be taken about a yard deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Play action, they'll throw out to his left, able to hit his target, Claypool, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his second touchdown on the season, and the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard
The
line.
KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
At the 27.
Now Edwards-Helaire. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. On play action, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Mahomes firing complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And this one is right down the middle. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. It's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And to give this time to the tailback.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back to throw now on 1st down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
KC's offense ready to take over. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now a throw to the All-Pro Kelce is complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved.
Offense.
And that'll set him back 5. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
And 2 at the 43-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
Complete to Travis.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And the first down, Chiefs.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Chiefs.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He'll buy some time right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh 1st.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And they give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Dancing to his left. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Alex Highsmith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Steelers 28.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. Third down here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.